That's the most applause I've ever gotten for that. That's great. I was coming over the Brooklyn Bridge a couple minutes ago, and I was kind of feeling depressed. I was like, it's this incredible, gorgeous day, and I'm like, another gorgeous day, sort of stained with this sort of ugliness and this hate. And I'm like, how many of these days are we going to live through? And then I get here, and I feel a little more on the optimistic side. I look around, and I go, well, now, wait a second. This is pretty great. There's at least 30, 40, 50 New Yorkers here who are standing up for human justice and principles of universal human rights. And that's put me on the optimistic side of things. But then the negative side comes back, and I start feeling that rise up as I think about the JDL. And, to me, it would be bad enough. It would be bad enough if they were here just to protest the Islamic Center that's being proposed. It would be bad enough if they were just joining with all the chorus of racist groups and the hate for Islam and Islamophobia and so on and so forth. That would be bad enough. But they're also there for another reason today, and that is to deify and to pay respects to Rabbi Meir Kahane and the whole ideology that has an adjective to it, Kahaneism. That's what it's known as. And what is the essence of this ideology? It's that the indigenous people of Palestine need to be ethnically cleansed. They are the inherent enemies of anybody Jewish, and they must be kicked off of the land that is theirs, land that they grew up on and are now have no right to return to. They have the right to return to, but it's being denied to them by the state of Israel. And it seems to me that there's got to be a connection between a group that is bent on ethnic cleansing on the basis of ethnicity and showing up here today and being opposed to an Islamic Center. It's not a coincidence. In other words, we need to tie in all these events going on around the world and see the relationship to one another. And the same sort of ethnic supremacist ideal that's inherent as a Jewish person, I am sorry to say, inherent in the idea of a Jewish state in Palestine, is being worked out today in other language down the street. It's all part of the same issue, which is people seeing themselves as ethnically superior, or as the very brave Jewish Israeli professor Ilan Pappé says, Israel is a state in which the highest principle is ethnic supremacy. And we have to be opposed to any state like that and understand the connections between occupation of other people, between the colonialism that our own country practices in occupying other countries, and viewing other human beings as nothing more than a thing to be removed, cleansed, silenced. And I think what we should take out of today is not just the ugliness of the single event, but in my opinion, what it represents around the world today. And those are the ideas of colonialism, imperialism, and racism, which I think we're all here, I hope, to stop. Thank you.